Rainier Avenue Radio.
Join Cascade PBS at the Explore the Outdoors Family Fair, a free community event showcasing ways BIPOC communities can experience nature and enjoy outdoor recreation. There will be games, treats, workshops, and activities for people of all ages. Meet local organizations and advocates and hear from hosts Allison Mariella Desir and some of the guests featured in her show, Out and Back with Allison Mariella Desir. The event starts at 1 p.m. on January 27th at Washington Hall. Visit crosscut.com/events to RSVP for free.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice UTFO.
What's up? Who you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Noise.
Peace.
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio .world, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Come on, right?
Paul Pearson, host of Star Time, and this is my real voice. Honest. You're hearing it on Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Should have told her you were sorry.
Do you have an idea for a community project in your neighborhood? You could be eligible for up to $50,000 in funding through the City of Seattle's Neighborhood Matching Fund. Grants are awarded to grassroots projects that build stronger communities, with an emphasis on projects led by impacting Black, Indigenous, and people of color BIPOC communities. To learn more about the Neighborhood Matching Fund or to see if your project meets the criteria, visit seattle.gov/neighborhoods/NMF.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo.
And your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself
Here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio.
every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
By my side, can you walk with me in the night? Shine your light on me, be my guide. Don't you hide from me, order my steps. Help me with this unbelief. By my side, can you walk with me in the night? Shine your light on me, be my guide. Don't you hide from me, order my steps. Help me with this unbelief. I said pick up, hold up, watch out, pray. When police cut me, no, I was never the same. Forfeit all these memories, just throw down the drain. Ain't no shame in me, for I am married to the game. Said pick up, pull up, watch out, pray. Said pick up, pull up, watch out, pray. Pick up, pull up, watch out, pray, pray. Be my guide, be my guide. Yeah, they say it's blood on the leaves, blood on the leaves. Now it's blood on the streets, blood on the streets. Now I cannot believe, cannot unsee what I thought it would be, but I gotta believe. My God is calling and falling for me, brawling for me. Open up your windows, let your goodness fall on me. Surely goodness and see my Jesus is my one and only. So I need you to stick right beside, by my side. Can you walk with me in the night? Shine your light on me, be my guide. Don't you hide from me, order my steps. Help me with this unbelief by my side. Can you walk with me in the night? Shine your light on me, be my guide. Don't you hide from me, order my steps. Help me with this unbelief. I said pick up, pull up, watch out, pray. Said pick up, pull up, watch out, pray. Said pick up, pull up, watch out, pray. I said he started from the top, came to the bottom, and now I said he started from the top, came to the bottom, and now he see clear. I said he started from the top, came to the bottom, and now I said he started from the top, came to the bottom, and now he see clear.
Bringing out the whole gospel for the beginning of the show. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Preach it, preach it, preach it. All right, yo. It's from our in-studio guest, Kat Stokes. It's called By My Side, featuring production from Rick Anthony off of the Light Rider EP, man.
You smoked that.
I like that a lot. It gave me some like Frank Ocean vibes.
All right, Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. We'll be talking with our guests in just a second, and man, also bringing in a couple other people as well. Joining us from Toronto, we got DijahSB joining us, man. Great project from her called "The Flower That Knew." We'll have music from her. From them. Sorry, from them, and as well as. We'll also have a special guest join us later on in the program. He's debuting a brand new joint, Red Shirt Mike, up there in Van City, has a new joint with Swamp Tiger. So we'll be premiering that with a little check-in from him. So, man, lots of people across the board. Very excited for you, man. And as always, we're going to take a look at last year ago with all our clips. You can always follow us on our YouTube. We post them there. youtube.com/@FreshJuiceMedia for live shows every week, Wednesdays 9 to 11, but also small clips being posted every day so you can get a small dose of each show. And without no further ado, let's take a look at last year's episode. We had comedian Zeddy Will on the show, and he was telling us why he may be making comedic songs, but he's not going to do stand-up.
My mother be trying to tell me, yo,
on, man.
Go do stand up. My manager always telling me, yo, you do some stand up, but they know I'm a punk. I'm a punk right now. It's hard to get up in front of people when you tell a joke. Like I can tell a joke.
Keep it a buck. It's scary.
It's scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's cool to do a little video and you post it and you got some people saying, this is corny. Oh, I love it. It's a different story. You get on stage and you say a joke and nobody laugh.
Right.
Crazy. I'm not doing that. Mom and Prez, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Not right now. I'll do it later. I'm about to definitely like I got, I'm confident. I'm not gonna lie, confidence is key. That's what I was with the song.
Hey, there
that's
it is.
The name of the record.
You get nervous.
You know what I'm saying? So,
record.
hey, you see the album cover, confidence is key. So I feel like when I do start my stand-up, my career, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna come up with some set. I'm gonna bomb it. I already know I'm good.
Fresh Juice, man. Zeddy Will, man. We need to have him back on the program, man.
He was funny. His energy was just funny. So
Hey, Jace want to be a comedian.
And that was I think I'm doubling up. That boy was hilarious, and he's killing it right now too, man. He just dropped a single that's been going viral. Them comedic songs he was talking about, definitely working for him, man. So big shout out to you. They gotta have him back.
Shout out to my boy Justin Whitehead. He just got signed by Diddy. He's a comedian out of Georgia. It's my boy.
Man, that's what's up. By the way, I forgot to introduce ourselves, man. We go by the Juice Pack, by the way. We're the hosts of Fresh Juice, all four of us, including myself, D Money,
Pint Size Patron,
IDYourself
OG Mambo.
Yes, sir. All right. New hip hop and R&B every Wednesday nights with guests. And without no further ado, that's Mambo's job, and we're going to bring them right in. Either or, they're both ready, man.
We got one in studio and one away.
Yes, sir.
Let's start away, man.
Okay.
Coming in from the away team, bringing nothing but hot, creative musical stylings. We're here to learn a whole lot about this person's story, about their creative insight, what it takes to create what we're about to hear. Make some noise for DijahSB.
Yeah. What up?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, Dijah.
I think you got to hit your mic.
Muted.
Hit your mic. You
Yours,
muted.
okay?
You muted.
Wow. Sorry.
There you go.
Appreciate y'all for having me for sure. Thank you so much.
What's going on, fam?
Chilling. It's midnight here in Toronto.
We appreciate you being up with us, then, man.
It's all good. This is great format. I've never done this before, so cool.
For sure. Yeah. Well, with no further ado, let's do what we do and bring in that in-studio guest, man. We already got to get just the smallest dosaging of the musical creative styling with that opening record. I'm so excited to hear some more. I'm excited to play this game. We got Kat Stokes in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
What up? Am I muted? I'm muted?
No, you're good.
I'm good. What's up, y'all? What's up?
What's going on?
What's happening?
Yeah, all right. And how are you doing though, Kat? Because we asked Dijah, so
I'm good. I think
bright as that smile is. Did you even have to ask?
Hey, I like to say my mama paid for braces. I'm grateful. That's all.
A well thought out investment. It's definitely working out.
I will say I did have the braces. Two of my front teeth in high school were pulled out at the same time, so I had to hit them.
Oh, okay.
You was lippy long stockings for a little bit, huh?
Absolutely. Humble beginnings. But I'm grateful. The journey was long.
Started from the bottom. Now we here, though.
Now I see clear. It's just
of course. D-Money, break it down for us, man. So we got a good enough time to get through all 5 of these situations.
For sure. Appreciate everybody tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, X, Instagram, all those platforms, man. We got a game for you and our guests, man. And we like to call this little game called Take Yo. Yes, sir. All right. We want you to go in the comments and we will celebrate our favorite commenter on the following episodes. Without further ado, let's take a look at last week's winner. And that is, and KJ's back on the podium again.
Yeah.
He said, scold me and tell me what's on your mind. I don't want to guess why you mad at me. I want to make a scene.
Dude, that's me though.
Sounds like KJ. My God.
In the middle of Walmart, and I'm arguing in the middle of the summertime in the freeway with the windows rolled down. I guess whatever.
Yeah.
We missed you last week, ID.
Oh, y'all too, man.
You gonna reel it in early though.
You know what's crazy? My mom, right? So check this out. Quick story. My mom, when I was
here we go,
10 years old, somebody cut her off on the freeway. Somebody cut her off on the freeway, and she started reaching around the car, and I couldn't figure out what she was reaching for. And I was old enough to sit in the front seat, so I was trying to help her. I was like, "Mom, we should go for our grab it for you." But she wouldn't tell me. She just kept reaching around the car, and she found a glass Snapple bottle. Brother, let me tell you something.
She got into the
left lane, split up right next to the car, rolled the window down, and allegedly threw that joint at the tire, and allegedly the car spun out, and allegedly we just got off the freeway. But man.
And on that note,
so we started the show with ID snitching on his mom, so we know where it's about to
go. I said allegedly. We didn't do nothing.
On that note, let's do some fresh questions, man. Here we go. We got 5 of them for you. So here we go. Take yo pick. Go back to the 1980s or go back to the 1990s?
Come on, man.
Easy for sure, man. Go back to the 1990s. What? At this young fly age, handsome as he is, take him back to the 90s. Darskins was super in then too. What?
Check it out. My birthday is next Tuesday. So I was born in 1986. And I'm gonna go ahead and just go right back to 1980s. You feel me?
Okay. Going back to the 80s.
I was born in 88.
Right back to where I was.
To the 90s for sure.
That's why
that was that's my hip hop era too.
You guys wouldn't want to see the 90s coming in. You feel me? That's why I want to go to the 80s, just to see. I came to Washington in 1999. You know what I mean? I got
whatever era it was a criminal.
And I was just an epic era of music, but Chronic 2004 and Eminem's Marshall Mathers LPs and all that was crazy. It was a crazy era.
All right. Well, what are you gonna do, Deja?
Definitely, I feel that logic of wanting to be in the 80s and be able to experience the 90s as a grown up, because I was born in '93, right? So
because the 90s weren't started in the 90s, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So I understand that logic. But like, so yeah, I would agree. I want to be an adult in the 90s because I was born in '93. So like, I missed out on like.
That's what I was saying. That was my logic. If I could go back into the 90s at this adult age, yeah, we popped it.
Facts.
Kat, what are you doing?
As the young, wise, young nudie has said, I'm a 90s baby. I know nothing about the 80s. Like, you know, I'm 97. So, like, it's just, I feel like that's the end when you can claim being a 90s baby. That's my opinion.
We give it to 98. We give it to 98.
You know, Nintendo 64.
We give it to 98. You just have to, as if you could walk around in the 90s, like, could you stand and walk? You know what I'm saying? So there's a few 99 kids, you know what I'm saying?
See, the 80s is like,
I'm 97, man. Chill. Like,
you good. My bad.
The 80s is like Huffy Bites and
I want to say that's the what y'all want to do.
I got a younger brother who 98, and I know he'd be mad if I ain't let him get in. So that's why I just, I want to respect it.
Hey, let us breathe, man.
I
We're
just
not
want to respect
2000s
it.
Let's get to the next one.
Let us fit in, man. Party in Gen Z is hard. Like, 20 years.
Oh man!
What we got next, D-Money?
I think I'm going back to the 80s. I'm born in '85, man. So I think I'll
Yeah.
just go back there. Yeah. All right, man.
I don't know how the whole like when you was born got tied into like the whole thing, because like the 80s and 90s, the 90s is just way cooler than
we're talking about going back into that era as the age we currently are, right?
Yeah.
So then, like, that would make complete sense for me and D-Money to say that. Like, we wouldn't want to start in like as adults, like, and then not being able to go back to that little space of time when we really remember.
Okay, I guess
the first 10 years of your life is epic, son.
I suppose I understand that the 80s just wasn't that lit to me, in my opinion. From like when through history,
bro, you didn't have a Huffy bike. And you didn't have
you're right.
I did have a Huffy bike in the 90s.
They got ready for that for like 4 years.
Yeah, yo, is that back when they came out with the sneakers with the
preparing there, bunkers?
It was too much. I don't know. Let's go to the next question.
Man, we've only had one guest so far that's like that's been born after Y2K. I think that was Yanni, man. But anyway, let's move on to the next one here. Take your pick. Use time travel to explore or use time travel to change your situation.
I mean, well, this is easy. Do I want to use time travel and look around, or do I want to use time travel and do some shit? I for sure want to do some stuff. I'll tell you that much.
We gotta let that one slide.
I know.
Hey, you see how I caught it on the back end, though? You see how I caught it the back end?
It came from the heart.
Yeah. No more after that. Kat?
Ladies?
I'm for sure gonna explore. Like, if I'm trying to fix something, I may mess it up even more. So
I feel that.
Like, I'm not trying to be like that one movie, like that cartoon movie where they went
Christmas
back
Story or
and met
something.
MLK. You know, did anybody watch that one where they went back in time and met MLK, the cartoon? Yeah,
No,
I ain't trying to do that and mess up the whole civil rights movement. Nah, I ain't
I
trying
think you're talking about.
What if you could save them though?
Similar to that Boondocks episode, it really is. Like they watch that movie and they're like, "We gonna make a Boondocks episode." Like that, it's similar vein. Like I'm not gonna do that.
I'm time traveling and I'm stopping all assassinations. At least the cool people. You know what I mean? I'm just stopping. Hey, bro. Look, bro. I don't think you want to ride in that limo, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I don't think you want to ride in that limo, bro. Hey, I know you wanted to get the little hotel right here, bro, but let's go ahead and go over here, bro.
I'm just gonna go back and type in the list. You didn't make the list. I'm not saving you.
Who are you letting get in the South?
We'll talk about that off camera, Kat. I'm gonna add you right now on Instagram. I got you. Don't worry. You trying to get me canceled? It's January. It's January.
I got curious. I forgot we was on camera. What do you mean by that?
What are you gonna do, Deja? What are you gonna do?
I mean, the past is whack, man. We have air fryers and vibrators and shit. And 2024. So like
Might be the same.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to stay where the air fryer's at. You know?
I like the logic. I can respect the logic. He was like, but was there air fryers? Nah. I'm cool. Okay, but what if you can travel to the future though, and then there's something that's even greater than the air fryer?
I don't think there's anything greater than the air fryer.
the mega air fryer.
No, please.
Hey, D Money, make sure you clip this up so Deja can use it on her air fryer campaign. We're gonna get you a check.
There's nothing greater than an air fryer.
10%.
Yeah, we need that 10% when they sign you and you get your own custom air fryer. We all need a personal air fryer and 10% off that.
I got you guys. I got you guys.
Oh man. For me, I'm definitely exploring, man. I can just see the wonder of time travel, man. Seeing all these different eras and just, and then leaving,
I could just imagine just getting frustrated that you couldn't like participate in anything. It's like, what's that one movie, A Christmas Carol? You get to just be there, but don't nobody know you there. You know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking of Christmas. And I've never seen the movie either. That's what she was talking about. Yeah.
I want to hear what ID's doing. What are you going to do, man?
The opposite of what I did.
Usually.
I think I'm gonna go back in time and I think I'm gonna explore. I mean, I like mushrooms, so I'm gonna go.
There's that.
I like the reasoning.
We got air fryers and mushrooms. What we got for number 3, D Money?
Oh man! All right, let's go to the next one here. Take your pick. Have 2 moms or have 2 dads?
Oh, let's go. It's kind of unfair for people that are like adopted or like people that didn't have like people that have like maybe like lesbian parents.
This is a messed up question.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my pass on this one.
Yeah, me too. I'm with Patron. I'm using my pass on this one too. Or you know what? I'm gonna use my both on this one. I'm gonna just have 4. I'm gonna just have 4 and 4.
4 and 4. Oh. What about you, Kat? Got a preference?
You said do a pass? I mean,
No. Guests don't get pass. That's only for the host. My bad.
That's disrespectful, but that's okay. I can handle it. Can I say both from?
Both.
I feel like, can I have the option of having 2 dads on one side and 2 moms on the other?
Oh,
and you just go from house to house?
I mean, like, I think it just, I really don't.
You know what?
I would just want like back to the last question, just explore it. I don't know. Like,
Just explore.
I like it.
There's too many questions there's too many questions that go around it though, because it's like, all right, do I get 2 dads and I get to like customize my dads? Because then that might be lit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my thing is, like, what's the question? Are they lesbian?
Or are you saying I get 2 of my dad or 2 of my mom? You know what I'm saying?
You guys aren't thinking, man. I'm not trying to have a dude with a period, yo. Because if you have 2 dads, he has to birth you.
What? What?
Are we getting real or not? Are we talking like for real? Like
on this level, you on this level. That's even there. I wasn't even there.
Let's reel it in early, ID.
Yeah, reel it in. Let's bring it back.
To get canceled. All right, well, what is Deja doing, man? What is Deja doing?
I think I'm doing 2 moms, man. I don't know. I that maternity. That mom love is beyond it. So
and moms can be mom and dad, yo.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I mean, dads can be both too.
It applies to men as well.
I mean, I didn't see my dad. I didn't see my pops from 5 to 30. But when I met him, it's like he's cool and stuff. But it's like you meet a lot of dudes in your life that you really connect with, and they're like your bros. And them dudes end up being like not necessarily father figures, but you can bounce ideas off of their brains the same way you would your own dad. So at a certain point, you have enough people to call family, and you don't really need your dad, but you'll always need your mom.
I beg to differ. I just was on a pod.
It just depends if you have a choice or not.
The importance of
you don't have a choice.
Definitely the importance of fathers is definitely underrated. But there is certain lessons that have changed and benefit my life that, as a man personally, I would not be able to get from my mom. As great as my mom's an incredible individual, super, does everything a mom is supposed to do. But there are certain life lessons that I would not be able to get without my pops. And on the flip side,
in my life experiences, I have learned that, if Shorty didn't have her pops around, there might be certain things that's just missing, bruh. You know what I mean? That's just missing. You know?
I'm going with two moms personally because I didn't have a really good relationship with my dad. So having a second one of my mom would be great, man.
Shout out
my
Mama
mom
Bell.
watches the show, so
We'd have an extra viewer. That'd be nice. We'd have another viewer.
Exactly. All right, man.
Hold on, I gotta change my answer now because now I gotta go with my dad.
Okay.
Just to even out the boat a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
With the dad.
That's that Libra energy right there.
Sure.
All right, man. Let's move on to the next one here. Take your pick. Always need to sneeze but never do, or always need to cough but never do.
This is where I use my pass.
You took it back. You took it back. You took it back. Man, having to sneeze is real irritating. But like, honestly, I can't think of a time I had to cough and couldn't cough, so I can't even like put my mind like around how annoying that is.
And that we give you that phlegm in the back.
But it come out though. It come out though, like something come out though.
He's saying it don't come out.
It's not coming
Mambo,
out. You want to do it?
I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. I'm sorry.
Gonna sit there.
You know, Kat called it. I'm a little up here, and you guys a little down here. Yeah, I mean, but
well, that's nice of you. You're also very humble.
Peep. The coughing one, right? The cough one makes you look like you're gagging all day long. Okay. Now, the sneezing one makes you sound like you're in bed all day long.
You can look like you gagging when you sneezing though too, because you.
True.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's all bad either way.
And why do they have to say always? That means I can't do anything. Like I'm into this is a handicap now. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna pick either one. I'm getting a check from the government. Matter of fact, go ahead and give me both so I can get 2 checks.
He's about to get the handicap space. All right, Dijah, what are you doing?
Yeah, fuck having to sneeze. That shit.
F that.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Sneezing is one of the best feelings in the world.
Exactly. No, I need that. I need that feeling.
That's like cleaning your ears, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
But this also means you never have to sneeze again. And I'll say this. You know what? I know what my answer
Sneeze
is.
is the relief.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna never have to sneeze because when you're sick, I hate being. Or actually, no, I'm gonna say never have to cough because when you're sick, I hate being congested. I'd much rather have like a sore throat and a cough than like my nose is stuffed and you can't
when
breathe.
When you sick and you sneeze and get dizzy,
or when it's switch, you can't breathe in this nostril, then you switch and it's like you can't breathe in this nostril. That's the worst, bro. I hate that.
I think Kat wants to jump in on this one.
How intense are the sneezes? Like that's my because I'm the type to sneeze like 18 times in a row. Like that's not being over.
I'm one of them. I'm under 8. I'm one of them.
Yo, Kat be like this. Kat be like,
people be like, people say bless you a couple times, then they just like let it go. Hey, bless you.
I serve it every time.
God got it. God got it, bro. God got it.
I get that.
Bless you times 18.
How many sneezes do you give somebody before you just like stop?
Bless you times 4.
Oh, you just gonna wait? You just gonna wait till the Patron tally him up?
Next 5.
Oh, like if they're giving out awards, they say don't clap until everyone's done.
Get all them sneezes out. Hey man, bless you. X10. X10.
When did they start doing that?
I got an answer, but I'm gonna say it off mine.
Okay.
I know when this starts.
You ain't trying to get canceled either. D Money, I know we got
the last one. Here we go. Take your pick. Save the world and die a hero, or save the world and live anonymously.
For sure. Save the world and live anonymously, and I'm gonna be the crazy old dude who always tells people but don't nobody believe me. Be like, you know it was almost over with. Hey, you know it was almost over with. Hey, listen to me, young boy. You listen to me. It was almost over with if it wasn't for me. And then gonna be like, man, he always saying that, bruh. I'm like, it was almost over with if it wasn't for me. Because if you save the world and then die, you don't get to enjoy the world saved. Like, I'd much rather save it and like now it's peaceful, it's chill. You know what I mean? We don't start to blowing stuff up. You know, it's cool. And I'm there chilling, smoking some tree, talking about, it was almost over with, bruh. You know that?
What about you, Kat? What about you, Kat?
I'm definitely on a OG Mambo's, like, live anonymously. Like, I'm good. The introvert in me is like, I did my thing. I'm good, like, I'll probably like lie and retell the story and make it way more dramatic than it actually was.
Exactly.
Like, that's it. Like, I'll be like, they was there and I was there. Everyone went down.
I'm definitely Soldier Boy on DJ Play. And then it was like,
you got it. That's all I'm doing. Like, there's no proof, no video, nothing, but it happened. It happened.
Basically, picture Liam Neeson meets Vin Diesel meets.
I'm gonna tell everybody else, Will Smith and I Am Legend. That's it.
I'm telling you, it's just me and one dog just out here. That was it.
Dijah,
in a book.
You gonna do hero power, or are you just gonna keep it in the pocket?
I'll keep it in the pocket. I like the satisfaction of knowing that, I did that. I don't need everybody else to kind of know that,
Y'all bugging, man.
We bugging, ID?
I'm a sociopath potentially. I don't know. Maybe I'm radical, but like, hear me out.
The intro.
Right. Remember, I'm up here. You guys I'm up here. So look, I'm gonna save everybody, and I'm gonna freeze all the volcanoes.
What?
And then die.
Now.
And then die.
Now, when I get done with that, I'm gonna die.
Freeze the volcanoes.
When I get done with that, I'm gonna die, and then they're gonna leave like they got like the little Batman signal. They're gonna have my signature in the sky. Like,
ID tried to go out like a superhero movie, man. It's just
I'm super, bro.
Absolutely not.
All the volcanoes.
See, and you're not thinking I'm gonna live a long life on the low, and when I get to heaven, God gonna be like, hey.
Bruh, me and Tupac gonna be smoking the whole time, like, man, he
gonna dap me up like, bruh, hey.
I'm like, B.I.G., it's almost over.
Hey, you held it down. Hey, I didn't know. I left it in your hands. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you came through, Mambo. Mambo, you came through, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, big dog.
Crazy. We gotta go and break.
Thank everybody for playing another edition of Take Your Pick on Fresh Juice, man. We gotta pay some bills and be right back with Kat Stokes and DijahSB, man. Music from them, live performance from Kat, and more. So keep it locked.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Payday, and this is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. The juice pack is what they going by. D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Stay tapped in, stay tuned, and love yourself, man.
Love food? Here's some storage tips to keep it fresh longer. Store cut fruits and vegetables in the fridge. Place in reusable containers. Keep bread in the freezer for longer storage. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
1, 2, get down. What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Mara, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio World, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio World.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Celebrate Black History Month at the Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum, formerly Columbia City Theater, 4916 Rainier Avenue South. Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum features exhibits and installations. It's a guided tour. Installations include the Seattle Black Panther Party, the Black Heritage Society of Washington, the Rainier Cinema Black Movie Posters Collection, the Hartsfield Family Enslaved Quilt Collection, Revere XR, Negro League Baseball's Seattle Steelheads, NAACP Washington, Alaska, and Oregon, Giselle's Famous Chicken, Nasty Mix Records, Sir Mix-a-Lot, South Seattle Emerald, the Museum of History and Industry, Community Keepsakes and Memorabilia, Total Experience Gospel Choir and Pat Wright, the Black Prisoners Caucus, a display from the Tacoma Buffalo Soldiers Museum. Tuesdays through Sundays from 11 a.m. 7 p.m. There will be no other location where you can celebrate the achievements and the achievers of the Pacific Northwest and Seattle while recognizing the Black excellence that shines today. For more information, visit RainierAvenueRadio.org or call 206-290-9685.
Hey, it's your girl Taryn Casey with Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. The Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo.
Head on a swivel, feet on the ground. Still hiding in the bushes, they keep beating around. I'm not Hove, ain't no reason to doubt. But I got anxiety, so you won't ever see me around. Lose a limb, trying to keep with the crowd. Seen so many closed doors, they be keeping me out. Take a look at the sky, you'll see me in the clouds. Acting like you know God and what he would allow. Feel like Venmo when she loses her glasses, I be feeling around. Two's a company, three is a crowd. Don't be getting me started, no matter what was gonna get here regardless. So good, hating on me is awkward. Heard singing like it's an opera, false set of notes. If I'm gonna do something, I'ma do the most. Feel like I'm stuck in the same day over again. I look fine, but my real friends know I pretend. I don't know how to react these days when people ask how are you. Tell you I'm fine, but my eyes tell you the truth. The world keeps spinning around, so I dig a couple holes to keep my feet on the ground. I don't know how to react these days when people ask how are you. Tell you I'm fine, but my eyes tell you the truth. The world keeps spinning around, so I dig a couple holes to keep my feet on the ground. Yeah. Hate it or love it or dump it. All the glamour that you seeing coming straight from a budget. Look around, I made it from nothing. With the cards I was dealt, I was better off flushing. Maybe better to hustle because of moms, I stayed out of trouble. Kept confined like I played in the bubble. And I'm solid as a rock cause I came from the rubble. All the people who had doubts should be grateful I'm humble. Ask me how I am, can't be confident, I'll tell you the truth. But I'm sounding calm like rain on the roof. Stay sane or get money, they be making me choose. Cause what's average to me is amazing to you. And I'm making it through. What I thought was a hard part got me asking questions like Narwhal. I mastered the art form and now I gotta master the biz. But it's hard when everybody here capping the lives. I don't know how to react these days when people ask how are you. Tell you I'm fine, but my eyes tell you the truth. The world keeps spinning around, so I dig a couple holes to keep my feet on the ground. I don't know how to react these days when people ask how are you. Tell you I'm fine, but my eyes tell you the truth. The world keeps spinning around, so I dig a couple holes to keep my feet on the ground.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, DijahSB. How are you? Off the flower that knew, right there. Right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio, with the Juice Pack. That's an interesting question, man. How are you? And then all the variables that play into that. And are we honest when we answer? And that's just, yeah. Was that what you were thinking about, Dijah, when you made that record?
Absolutely. Yeah, you nailed it. Like, it's just because I was getting that question a lot, right? Especially during the pandemic. Like,
yes,
how are you? And I feel like it was just such an empty thing to ask, not to the point where people are asking it to be empty. Just, I know that people actually genuinely do care, but I felt like after a while, I just felt like you kind of want to respond with like, yo, how do you think I feel? Like the world feels like it's falling apart.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we all usually just say fine, but do we mean it?
That's where my name came from. It's like people always ask me how I'm doing, or I'm sorry, people always ask me who I am, and I'm like, ID yourself. Like, do you know who you are? Before I start explaining how deeply I know who I am.
Like we said, he's on a whole nother level, man.
No, that would make sense though. That was the idea. So
the first one that did.
Well, speaking of an ID, what does DijahSB mean?
So Dijah is my name. My full name is Khadijah.
Okay.
And Dijah's my nickname, but then I love Nike SBs. So
okay.
SBs, yeah, and kind of just jack their name. But
It means
yeah.
skateboard, right?
It means skateboard, yeah. I can't skateboard though, but I collect the more like pop culture sneakers.
It's not too late to learn.
Yeah, I tried, but sometimes you just don't have the
I did like
center
the
of balance,
sneakers,
bro.
though. They had
Right,
heat.
I hear that.
Dijah's lining up these brands, man. You know, air fryers and Nike SBs. And
So you talked about kind of like the vulnerability on that project. Is that something that is standard in your music or your creative process?
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing I kind of know how to do in terms of like creating music. It's the only thing that kind of inspires me to create in the first place. So like I feel like I have no choice in that situation. Like it's not forceful at all. It just kind of comes to me naturally.
yeah, for sure. Not all at once.
Right. I was gonna jump in. I'll be taking over. But talk a little bit about your upbringing and where that comes from, and being able to talk about that. What started you off in being able to put your voice to record? Did it start with poetry? Was it something you knew you always wanted to do? Where did that come from?
Yeah, it's funny. When I talk about like when growing up, I realized that like my parents never really listened to music like that. So I had to kind of discover it on my own. Started with a lot of like West Coast hip hop. I loved Easy and Dr. Dre, and I was obsessed with The Game at one point. And then when I got to high school, I kind of started going towards the East Coast. So a lot of Nas and Wu-Tang and Common and those guys.
'Cause that's right down the street from you, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an hour flight, New York. So that's when I kind of really started connecting. And I always used to write poetry, but when I started listening to like the Nas's and stuff is when I really wanted to start like putting it to actual instrumentals. And I would literally just search up instrumentals on YouTube and rip them off of YouTube and like open up
GarageBand or something.
And just put down whatever I had on there and then upload it to YouTube.
Was this your own investigation or to get to Audacity, or were you talking about it with friends or peers or siblings or anyone around you? You're like, man, this is kind of something I want to do, and they was like, hey, this is something you could download? Or were you just in YouTube University Googling, or like, this is an app that I can get on my computer? It's not going to be, it's either free or inexpensive, so I can make it happen.
Yeah, it was all by myself, like just kind of discovering all of everything by myself, like how to download music, how to create songs, how to do all of those things. So I was pretty self-sufficient.
Is there like a community or locals or people that you ended up like vibing with while the people you ran into at the studio or producers that you ended up locking in with, or how long did it take to get to that point, or have you got to that point?
Yeah, so what ended up happening was some guy reached out to me and said that he wanted to manage me, and he put me in touch with a producer. His name is Astro Man Mega, and we created a group together called Class of 93, and we released a few albums and I think like a mixtape together, and that really helped me navigate like how to actually make music that people like should be listening to, because I didn't know how to, of course, mix or master on Audacity. I didn't even know that it was a part of the process of creating music.
So they were getting all the raw tracks.
Right, yeah, exactly. And from there I kind of just started progressing, and then I took a break in like 2015, came back and rebranded as DijahSB, and then just started doing it by myself, collaborating with like my friends who were producers, and like just building on that community there.
So when you were rocking with Class of 93, did you have a stage name yet, or was it just more so about being an MC, part of this kind of collective?
Yeah, I was like obsessed with Wu-Tang, so my name was K Sarah at that time.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, and I just changed it to DJSB because it was too hard for people to pronounce. So I was like,
whenever rebranding, that's usually I'm an artist who also had a rebrand in my career too. Whenever rebranding, I feel like that's a big part of the decision. Like, let me make sure this next thing is something that they can just, look inside. You can clap your hands, DijahSB. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Complex, because when we're young and creating, we're like, nah. What matters to me? What's the core? Or sometimes it's something that just falls in your lap. You know what I mean? So,
people make fun of Black for writing it as 6 lakh, but if you were to Google Black, the color is gonna come up.
Right. Or so many.
Right.
So
Black Mercedes, black car, black
exactly.
Black Mamba, black. You know what I mean?
He stylizes it that way so that when you search him, it's actually him.
Man,
talk a little bit about because you are not only on the other coast, but you're also in another country. So talk a little bit about that Toronto life and what it's like growing up out there, and I know there's also different factions. I don't got it up now, but I got my little Seattle map here. You know what I mean? So people know if you ain't in one of these boroughs, I don't know if you should be saying you're from Seattle for real.
Right.
So, I'm sure there's politics like out there in Toronto. You feel me? So talk a little bit about that and how you got intertwined with it, how close you are from it. Put us in the map.
Yeah, Toronto's great because it's just such a multicultural city. Like I grew up around literally every culture available. It's literally like a melting pot. It's what helps like a lot of people gain inspiration because just like you're just around so many different people, and like I grew up majority in the west end of Toronto, and I understand why people like to kind of like say they're from Toronto even though they're from the outskirts of it, because like nobody knows anything about Canada other than Toronto. Like Toronto is not even our
capital.
Our capital is Ottawa, but people didn't really know that unless
people in the West know about like Vancouver and
right
and things like that. But yeah, it's pretty much that. It's Vancouver, like a Calgary maybe you might know about, and then Toronto, and then
exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing in between. In between, it's just trees and snow, like Game of Thrones or something.
No, it's true. Literally every other province is like pretty irrelevant. So I'm glad that I got to grow up here and just experience so many different cultures and people. And I feel like that is the best thing about like Toronto. Like,
yeah,
I think
I have a question.
Sure.
Is there a favorite place that you like to write?
Literally I've written almost all of my songs like in my bed.
In your bed?
Yeah.
Huh?
Growing up though, like as a teenager, a lot of my best songs came from like writing while on the subway or
the bus or something.
on the commute. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, usually like I'm literally just in my bed chilling, or I'll have an idea while I'm trying to fall asleep and I'll wake myself up to force myself to write it down and finish it later. But
I was gonna say I can't do that because if I fall asleep, I'm gonna forget. But I always do that. I write it down before I fall asleep.
Do you got vivid dreams?
Vivid dreams? Recently, no, but I do experience like having like big picture dreams and remembering them, especially when I wake up.
All right.
So you talked about like the melting pot of like the culture out there. So when you're going to school, most of the people you're going to school with are speaking multiple languages. Is it foods? Is it music? What type of things are you getting introduced to?
So yeah, different. Literally, if you go downtown Toronto, you can get any sort of cultural food that you want. But we do have a lot of Jamaicans and Somali, and they
tend to get around.
Yeah, they influence our slang the most. but also like just literally any food that you want, like it's authentic. It's not just like some guy making it. It's literally
Right. Somebody who made it up. Like it's coming from somebody's granny's recipe.
Right. No,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Yeah. Okay.
But I feel like that Pascal Siakam just got traded from the Raptors, and he wrote in his player tribune that like he's just gonna feel so out of place in a place like Indiana, because it's just like, bro, when
Indiana's like one of our random provinces a little bit too.
Right, yeah. So when he came to Toronto, it's just like he found his community here. So it's just like
it felt like home almost.
Yeah, because he saw his community here. There was a specific convenience store that he could go to that had his food and snacks from back home. So it's just like, could you imagine like going to this big city not knowing anything, but
now you got McDonald's and 7-Eleven.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of like
the party.
what makes this place kind of so special, you know?
You mentioned it a little bit about how like the Jamaicans influenced the slang. I've always felt like, and this may be just from the outside looking in, that your guys' slang is very similar or mirrors that of like the UK a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, that's because of the similar diasporas coming
together
and migrating. Yeah, so they have the Jamaican and Somali culture embedded into their slang as well. So it's not like we're jacking up. Like I hate when we get into it on Twitter and they're just like, you guys sound like us. No, we sound like you. Like no, like we are all influenced by the same culture.
Exactly. You know? Yeah.
I got a question. You just got off stage. You're super hungry. What's the first thing you go to get on like street food wise? What you going to get?
Street food wise, I need like a burrito or something.
Okay.
I need, or like.
What you putting in it though?
I have a place. It's called Burrito Boys. It's my favorite spot here, and I get the steak. Not pinto beans. Brown rice, corn, green pepper, burrito sauce.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna tell them I need the DijahSB. Just
yeah.
Hey Dijah, you don't recommend poutine?
Yeah, it's a hit or miss, you know. Like I like poutine, but I understand
you gotta get it from the right spot or something.
I got it. I was in Mississauga, man, and I definitely
yeah.
And the poutine was hitting for sure.
Yeah, it's just like what
is that?
It's cheese curds, gravy, and fries. It originated in Quebec. And it's like a staple Canadian classic food, but like if you looked at it and saw it, like it doesn't look very appealing.
I've learned that a lot of food
doesn't look appealing.
That's my kind of food.
Ain't nobody gonna be trying to steal off your plate. That's all that is.
Exactly. But it's to me it's good. You just gotta get it from the right place.
Have you gotten to travel a lot, whether it be nationally or internationally?
Yeah. I think I was in Vancouver, but only for like a few hours because I was actually performing in Victoria. So I took
Victoria, BC. Yeah.
I took the ferry over to Vancouver to have lunch.
Vancouver's nice.
You seen downtown Vancouver then before when you went to lunch?
I seen a little bit of it, yeah.
Then you've seen a little bit of Seattle because when I tell you they look identical, I have friends in Vancouver that sometimes will post on Instagram or Snapchat, and I'm like, "Oh, you out here?" And they're like, "Nah, I'm."
I have a question. Do they have like DJ battles?
Honestly, not that I know of. Like it probably
like scratching and stuff.
Yeah, nah. I feel like maybe I'm not looking for it, but not for that.
Sure.
That
I was
know.
asking for like battling for DJs, you know.
What about as an MC? Have you ever thrown your hat in the ring battling?
Ding 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 ding.
I'm going to my first battle this weekend.
In high school, I used to run my own rap battle ring. With like
what?
My friends and shit, and There's still some footage on my
It's not
Facebook.
10
but-
o'clock yet. We can't really let the curses go too.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I started it off. It's my fault.
Sorry. I used to run a rap battle circuit in high school, but
That's why I was out there in
about it.
Mississauga.
Oh, you were at King of the Dot?
Yeah, I battled what's his name, man? Trippy Russell. Tipsy
Okay.
Russell.
Tipsy Russell.
Okay.
I battled
It's-
Tipsy Russell out there in Toronto.
Oh, nice. That's sick. Yeah, there's a
Nipsey Hussle.
Who was
Oh,
it always is.
That's your national travel is like Vancouver and things like that. Oh yeah, I gotta shout out Halifax, Nova Scotia. I had a cousin that lived out there for a minute.
Yeah, I went to Halifax to perform as well.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. How
Oh,
about
that's where
how
former,
about
uh,
internationally? Have you got to get any stamps in the passport yet?
The only other places I've been is New York, LA, Boston, and that's it. Well, hoping to get out to like London, do a little tour maybe in like Europe somewhere sometime.
Right.
But not
And
very
you
well
said
traveled.
you said only, and then named like 3 out of like 5 of the top 10 cities or places. Yeah, I've only been to like New York, LA, Boston. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
there's a lot of people here who haven't been to that. I haven't been to New York yet. Well, I've been to New York, but I haven't got to experience New York as an adult. It was more like we passing by, flying by. I'm young. I'm on somebody's hip. Hurry up. Come on, little Mambo. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them situations. So.
Yeah, I'm going there next week.
Oh, word.
Do you go often? Because I mean, you said it's only an hour flight.
Yeah, not often. I do have family there. I have a godson that lives there, but
Nice.
I'm going for a private prom performance. So random.
Oh, wow.
Very random school, random performance, but money has to be made. So
Well, what's your favorite thing about performing?
honestly, just engaging with the crowd, and the hardest part about being an artist of my stature is that like you don't expect people to know your songs, so it's just difficult like performing. It can get a little lonely up there, but when people are like
Know the records and stuff.
yeah,
like that.
well, more so just like even if they don't know the records and they're still vibing to it, that energy kind of just gives you a lot of confidence, right?
You seem like you
Also,
just good with
what was the name of your battle league?
It was, what was it called? I think it was called Ill Will
Battle League.
Rap Circus or something like that.
You seem like you're pretty like studious to the game, like even being the age that you are, going back to a Nas and a Wu-Tang and stuff like that. Can you talk a little bit about, have you gotten to touch in on any of the Canadian hip hop history? Because for us, or at least for me, I'll say, I feel like it starts with Drake, and then it's like a gray area till Tory Lanez, and a gray area till The Weeknd. You know what I mean? So, but I'm sure like someone that's there. You know what I mean?
Official though.
Yeah,
Party
party and things like
about
that.
that.
But you know what I mean? It's more far and few between. There's really only this very small dot that we get so much from. So I'm sure there's probably people when you look up like, oh, this guy. Like, for example, we got this dude out here named Jake One. He lives in Seattle, from Seattle, went to high school from Seattle, and he's produced for literally anybody you can think of, from Playboi Carti to 50 Cent. That's a wide range, just like, and everybody in between, Future, all that. So I'm sure there's people out there in Toronto that we might not know about, but if you dive deep and you're doing your research, you'd be hip too.
Yeah, not so much starting with Drake. Have you never heard of Cardinal Official?
Just for sure.
That's back in the day.
No, drop the name though, so that we can all get on the YouTube
That's the skinny
search.
dude, the light skinned skinny dude.
No, he was a
No.
Jamaican dude from Toronto. That's what threw me off when I was young, because I was
Yeah,
like,
he used to always wear a hat and shades. I think I remember the dude.
And
he wasn't light skinned.
I also want to
okay.
recognize all the Canadian guests that we had in 2023. By the way, a lot of pop.
he was black.
artists,
Mike
man.
Simpson about to be here in half an hour.
But yeah, hold on. I want to let Deja get a couple more off because you just dropped one like it was nothing. So I know you got
Off the top of my head, I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't outside like that when.
No,
like,
I hear you.
Even when Drake was popular, I wasn't like outside like that. And The Weeknd too. I wasn't outside like that. Like
Right.
I was not at all like fixated on Toronto hip hop all that much, but I will say that there's an extensive like history there, and it definitely goes way before Drake. I'm sure that you'll find like people that inspired Drake if you go
Right.
For sure.
I mean, because you guys are right next to New York, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it was just hard for us to break through internationally. Like the only rapper I feel like really did that is Cardinal, and then the rest.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta jump to the next break, man. But before that, we're gonna pay some love to some birthdays happening this week. Here we go. All right, happy birthday to them, man! And ID's birthday is next Tuesday.
Happy early birthday!
We'll be
My
celebrating
birthday
that
is a
next week,
national
of
holiday,
course.
son.
Today's my oldest brother's birthday, so happy birthday, PJ.
Yeah.
Birthday, Kuya.
Out there in Florida.
Happy birthday, player.
I saw that it was Charles' birthday this week as
It's
well.
coming up.
Oh, it's coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Man, I gotta shout out my braid lady. It was just Elaine's birthday, man. Now he fresh braids from Elaine. Shout out to Elaine. You know what I'm talking about. And I seen Thad's birthday was in there too. That's what's up.
King of the Hill. Any birthdays to shout out, Kat or Deja? Anybody in your life celebrating a birthday this week?
They gonna cuss you out if you don't say it.
My birthday was last Sunday.
Yeah, not this week, nah. Or that I remember.
Or months, yeah.
My sis Elizabeth.
Sis, okay, yeah.
There
Happy
you
birthday,
go.
Sis.
She's my sis, I like my blood sis. She's my sis. You feel me? But yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you, Kat. All right, man. We're gonna jump to this next track, man. Right here in Seattle, TK been popping. He been popping, y'all, and he got this new joint called "If This Reach You" off of "Having My Way" EP. Check out TK been popping. When we come back, we're talking to Kat Stokes. So keep it locked. It's Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Between me and you, I'm tired of this. Niggas did me wrong and act like I'm just gonna forget. I ain't forget shit. I went and bought another blick and made a promise if I ever see you, I'ma squeeze a bitch. I be with the members who just bathe in sin. For the love of the money, my nigga play to win. If you ain't never been in something, get your training in. Cause every hood got them that nigga be trying to spin. Lost a lot of love for getting through the years. All the lies really make it hard to hear the truth. Cause niggas nowadays is weird. Lost my cousin out at Cody, make it hard to stare. Been trying to be a dad and enjoy the moments. Went from worrying about myself to school open enrollments. Told my daughters anything you want, baby, I'm on it. Can't get my heart to no shit cause my daughter's on it. I can't lie lately, more and more I miss my mom. She's still here, but I don't call her like I'm supposed to. I don't know why I neglect those I'm close to. Just know I mean it if I say I love you. And if I die before you feel it, just know that feeling real. I've been trying to show some people more to get them off them pills. But it's hard when you dealing with some blood that spilled. Lost causes, I got zigging who never chill. Cross my heart, hope to die, send it to the sky. Tell me, have you ever heard a thug cry? In my head about this pain, it got me getting high. Can't shake it, so I can't kiss the cup goodbye. Cross my heart, hope to die, send it to the sky. Tell me, have you ever heard a thug cry? In my head about this pain, it got me getting high. I ain't shaking, so I can't kiss the cup goodbye.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Payday, and this is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. The Juice Pack is what they going by. D-Money.
What's happening, y'all? It's Yanni. We on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. We got the Juice Pack. Consists of D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Let's get into it.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face. Wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hello, I'm Tony Young, and every week I will be your guide to the music of the Fab Four with my show With the Beatles. John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr, those four lads from Liverpool. First airings are Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. with repeats on Thursdays and Saturdays from 8 to 10 a.m. right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Tune in to catch Beatlemania.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
For me, generational wealth is passed down knowledge from relatives or any family members, or even like any ancestral people that have come before you, that is, used to help you progress in the times that you're living in. So I think it is very updated. It's very current. It is existing in real time. So any type of knowledge or resources from people who are here living now, being able to provide that information and pass it down from generation to generation, how you maintain the wealth. That's what it means to me.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Create your generational wealth for you and the future of your families.
What's up, y'all? It's Portia on Rainier Avenue Radio. Fresh juice with the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo.
Maybe I can show you things, maybe I can tell you things, maybe I can tell you how to down and roll up with the tree. Maybe I can tell you that the fear inside will blind you, see. Maybe I. Lately it's been hard to sleep, know that angels watching me. Lately it's been hard to right my wrongs inside the dark, you see. Lately it's been hard to tell a friend or foe is haunting me. Lately I don't really have control, my God, take a hold of me. You don't wanna lift me up when I feel low, I bleed. Cleanse me of all these thoughts, renew the soul in me. Understand I can't do this on my own, I need grace and mercy, glory on me. Feed the people, find the people, get in these streets. I need grace and mercy, glory on me. Feed the people, find the people, get in these streets. I need grace and mercy, glory on me, yeah. I said I'm searching through this paper, searching through your ways. Know that your grace and favor gonna find me always. Yes, I got some haters, yes, I got some flaws. Know that your love will withstand it through it all.
That is Kat Stokes, y'all. Face Value is what it's called, with production from PK Beat and Oliver Zhang off the Light Rider.
Woo! That joint was hot.
That was it. Yeah. Feeling it, man. Before we get to the conversation, man, Yellow Cuz is wilding in these comments, man. He's saying something crazy. He says, "What's Jeff's thing about wearing shades every show?" Calling out government names and stuff, but
why you even acknowledge that?
So why you say
He also says real gang members can't go to Canada.
I saw that first one. I was like,
You be banging on D Money. I don't get it.
Shout out Yellow Cuz, man. All right. But yeah, that's a dope EP and great music from it, Kat.
thank you so much.
Extremely soulful, extremely fire. Man, I'm gonna kind of recycle some of the questions. I'll talk about your journey and how it got started off and where you got to that point, because you definitely have a very unique sound, and it sounds like you've grown with it. You know what I'm saying? It definitely sounds authentic to your character.
I mean, I appreciate that. I'm glad the music translates that. To keep it short and sweet, I guess. I started off. I was actually a theater background, like in high school, I'd say. But yeah, I don't know. I was raised with like gospel in the house, but also like I had like I don't know what I had maybe growing up, like maybe an iPod shuffle or something with the radio on, and I listened to like Cube 93, like when my mom wasn't like listening. It was like local station. So I got my little fix and stuff, and like, but my first album I ever bought and when I was when CDs were still a thing, like you would go and buy CDs, was like Good Kid, Mad City. So I always had a like fix on hip hop. Then I had a choice to do dance or music when I was going off to college, and I chose music. So I ended up in New Orleans. And New Orleans, definitely 3 years down there. Yeah.
Rich musical culture. Shout out to Spitta. My favorite rappers are from New Orleans. So
yeah, no, look at a cold scene. Yeah, no, like I was definitely around some dope artists. Shout out to like Aha Gazelle. He's one of my favorite artists out the Louisiana area. But yeah, I mean, I lived in LA for a summer, so I got exposed to a lot of like how the industry works. LA is really quick. That's like the opposite of Seattle. Like Seattle's very interesting to do music out here. Especially being from here. I actually didn't pursue it till I like
you chose.
What'd you say?
I say interesting is such a great adjective that you chose.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. But yeah, I would say like doing music, I sang jazz in New Orleans. I studied classical. Like I've done a lot in music before I landed on this sound. So when you said I grew to it, yeah, I actually like to kind of define why a lot of my music's soulful. I actually was a victim of like police brutality, which like influenced me not being able to get my degree because like trauma real,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so like I was accused for a crime I ain't do. Jesus real, the charges ain't stick. Hey.
Yeah.
But like through that process, it was a really like grueling kind of couple days, and not know, and like having your freedom taken away. Your whole like view of the world and how you express yourself really shifts. So after that experience, I moved back up to Seattle, and New Orleans just influenced me so much. From like I had a funk band down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it was a lot, and also like the core I think of music. I know they have jazz. I know they have like hip hop, they have all that, but like the core of it is like freestyle. So like expression improv. So that influenced a lot of my like writing style. And but then I came back up here, and my friend was like, come to my church and you sing in the choir. And my church kind of crazy. So which I love, like, like we called like the gay church, which I'm like, okay, what that mean? But like, I ain't mad at it. I'm like, yo, like
they're thinking is open, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We like I believe that God is for all people. So singing in that really got me back to falling in love with singing. And so that gospel sound, kind of like you hear a lot of the rich backgrounds, those are like me, like the stacks and stuff that I always have to have. Like I always gotta make myself in the choir on a song. Like it's very rare when I don't do that, but yeah, that's a little bit about me.
That's fine. And I see I'm just guessing, is Kat Stokes your government?
It's a nickname of my government, but we ain't gonna get into the government. Tell me with a felony.
They doing that in the comments. That ain't the kid. That
What's
ain't
with the Riley Freeman?
Don't put that on me.
My son. That's my son. Okay, so I was like, I love Boondocks, one of my favorite shows.
Okay.
I always tell people when I have kids, I'm gonna have Huey and Riley and Jasmine as my child. Like, like I just like all of them, all three of them. Like they're my favorites. So yeah, but like I grew up I went to like I started skipping class in 4th grade. Like I went to Zion. I don't know if y'all know Zion. Like it was like it was the largest.
I'm from Lacey. I don't know much
about
Zion.
Y'all, so this is Seattle history then. So it was the largest like black academy.
I know.
Okay, so it was the largest like black academy in the Pacific Northwest. So all of us was up in there, what was I? Oh, so I started skipping school in 4th grade. So my mom, like, she was like, "Okay,
hella bad."
I was
There ain't nothing to do in 4th grade anyway.
That's why I said you're hella bad. Like
I was
what?
chilling out with the vice principal, man. Like I thought we was cool. Like
Right.
she was like, "Why aren't you in class?" I'd be like, "We talking right now." Like like I wasn't.
You wasn't cutting class and like running the streets. You was like you was not where you was supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying?
I was just I literally was not in class. Like I just wasn't.
Okay, so you're not hella bad. You just bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I was like, I was like, I had my run in with it. That was later, like before grade 5. I was get the gab. I would tell the teacher I'm using the bathroom, and I'd end up in the vice principal's office by choice.
And you guys would just be flaving for hours. It's cool. So what's going on? So you shooting the stuff with the vice principal? What y'all was talking about? I gotta know.
Yeah, how is the vice principal, man?
That's between me and her. You know,
let it stay there. Let it stay there.
Yeah, no, she was looking out, and like I got good grades. You know, like I just didn't go to class. So my mom, she had to switch it up, and I had to go to like private school. And like Seattle is I mean, I don't know if I can say this on air, and you can just cut it out. But I call Seattle like white people Wakanda. Like it's just, you know, you go to
Wig.
Wick Conda.
It is, you know, like it's so I got thrown into another private school, and it was very, very white. So like that was a whole culture shock for me. So I definitely to reel it in. I like by the time I was in high school, I was like full human Huey Freeman, like, you know, like the first episode when he's like, Jesus is black, like, you know, like I was definitely on that. Then I went to New Orleans, got around more people that looked like me, and like
you felt at home,
yeah, you know, I was like, wow, I see why like Riley is Riley, like
Riley is Riley.
So you know, like I love them both. I love the show. I think it's brilliant, and yeah, I just say like Riley's my child.
For sure.
It's top five. So yeah, that's why it's the Riley Freeman.
But we don't count those late.
So when I was
late episodes, I think they had like YouTube only releases.
You know they got the whole series on YouTube now. I was bootlegging them.
I had the DVD.
Yeah, no, you for sure can bootleg.
I had them. I think I might have got rid of them.
Damn, you're tripping for getting rid of them. Those are heirloom.
Yeah.
But when I was first time I went back home to Zimbabwe, a lot of times the internet would just go out kind of on a random. When I tell you the Boondocks being saved on my cousin's computer saved us, bruh. What? So no, that show got a special place in my heart forever and ever.
Would you consider yourself more Riley or Huey?
Ooh.
Or Jasmine?
Oh man, it's a blend, man. Like sometimes I would say like I told you
if you're gonna split it, like do it like 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, you can split it up.
I would say when I'm in my most femme, like I could be a little Jasmine and a little like Huey. But I was like, right now I'm cooling. Like I'm in. I like to joke.
I'm getting
around.
the Riley type energy off of you. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm big Riley.
I didn't want to just put it on you, but I was feeling it a little bit.
No, I'm like, this is even cool. Like if you met me like 2-3 years ago, I was big Riley energy.
Right.
I was like, this too much. Just like when that episode when he's like hanging out with that one kid who's like, I like to do hood rat things.
My friend, Milton.
When I was in LA, like when he had that episode where he was just like with Thug Nipperson, like that was me. I was like, wow, rappers. Like, but I wasn't like a groupie. I was just like, wow, like rappers. Rapper weed.
Come on, I'm doing gangster stuff. What we doing? Hey, what we doing? Hey, what we doing?
Like I lived on Boston. Like I felt like I love Crips. Like Crips adopted me. I was like, wow, like I don't bang, but I love y'all. Like what we do? Like they taught me how to see what. Like yeah.
Yo, relax.
not to take it too left, man, but I wanted to mention, the special short film that you have up on YouTube called Lifestyles of Love. I think we have a short little clip from it before we speak on it.
Love means I get whatever I want, whenever I want, and if he can't get it for me, I'll get another dude to do it for me. That's what it is. That's what it is. And also nobody can love me like I love me, myself, and I. And each one of them needs their rent paid.
Well, it's complicated right now. I would say the most I want from love is to know what it actually is before I get into something where I have to express it.
I want someone to make me laugh, make me feel nice, talk to me when I'm feeling down, listen to me. Don't need a man who doesn't listen to me. But I feel, no, what do I want? I'm sorry, oh my God, I didn't make stuff up. I want
like that love at first sight. I think that's so cute. I want to be married for a long time. Like we grow old together. We're like best friends. We get a dog, you know, kids, the whole thing.
There you go.
I didn't know you were on
Lifestyle
your
of love.
actress.
First
your actress
question.
line.
I need to know which one of those is closest to you.
You like the female Martin?
Oh wow, I appreciate you. The closest to me, those are all like hyper projections, you know, like so like the kind of background, each of those characters had a name. So the first one was Pride, like the girl in the black dress and the Lord have mercy, red wig.
Yeah, right.
The pink shirt was Soul.
Okay.
So all their names kind of correlate with the energy that they give.
Yeah. So I was trying to like hit points in like Pride was definitely more of like a culture based, like what a lot of like I was trying to express like what different facets of what women may express. Not all women like, I can hit that point, but it was just supposed to be funny. It was supposed to give conversation. It was supposed to just like
it definitely did that because
that's what it's doing right now.
It's conversation provoking because of how extreme.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say go off of Mambo's question earlier. What is Kat Stokes' interpretation of love?
Ooh. I mean, I'm still figuring that out. I mean, like, there's levels to it. Like, what context? Like, you talking about platonic? You talking about agape?
I mean, if you were a character in that short film yourself, Kat Stokes,
it seemed like contextually, it seems like romance was the topic.
Yeah, so contextually, romance. I mean, Kat Stokes, I'd be like, mind your business. Like, you know, that's like. Yeah, like when I think it was ID who said like Martin, like that was acting for show. Like a lot of people, like I posted, like when I first posted like previews to that, people were like DMing me like, "Girl, don't worry, your husband like your man." And I was like, "This ain't even about all that." Like, yo, like
right, they're all trying to come to your rescue. Go, what happened?
Yeah, I was like, yo, like I'm dressing up clearly like this.
Yeah, it comes off in the sense that you bring so much animation to the moment that it gives off so much entertainment that you leave a person thinking you would have no reason to ask about my personal life with how much entertainment I just left you with.
Yeah,
and you should definitely take it as a compliment and a credit to your skill set as an actress to be able to convey something.
Yeah, that's huge.
Believable enough that people is like, hold on, like, is that really going on, or you got a new man, or like, what's going on? Like, let's talk about it.
Like,
I know you probably some dudes is upset, like, oh, so that's what we doing? Oh, so that's
like, you know how guys do music videos. But you know how people do music videos, and it's like they're doing a shot, and they're all standing in the same room. And it's like a couple different outfits, but it's the same person. You did that like to the max, though. You know what I mean?
So I gotta ask, seeing that you tap in with acting, you got the gospel, you have a funk band. I noticed that you got the acrylic in your name. Do you dabble in other mediums of art other than like music and media?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
or is there another reason that you got the acrylic in the Instagram name?
Oh, we gonna keep it very transparent. I made that name when I was in 8th grade. I liked acrylic nails. Like, so we ain't gonna be fake deep. We ain't gonna be fake deep for the people. But as
you could have fake deep. You want to? Let's do one real take, and then we'll do a fake deep take afterwards.
It's like I like my nails done. Like I do my own nails, so that's pretty cool. But as I grew into the name, I would say like acrylic mediums. I do like to paint. I'm not a painter though. But yeah, I mean, I acrylic. I also like the material of it. Like I think it's a lot of the time acrylic is like clear, see through, a little maybe sometimes iridescent. I also like in writing. I'm a huge fan of alliteration, so I like acrylic cat. I like how it rolls off the tongue. But like when I became an artist, I liked how you can paint with acrylic paint, so it goes into artistry. So very simple. But it started with me liking acrylic nails. That's
okay.
That's it.
I was gonna ask, what are your thoughts of working in a collective? When we had Portia here, she was telling us about how she works on her own personal project and also collaborates on other projects as well. So how do you feel about, when you have to lend your hand in somebody else's project and help them create?
Yeah. I've done a lot of collaborations. not to be like negative Nancy or whatever, but I'm learning as I grow into my, in my artistry, you know. I would definitely say as a woman too, sometimes when you're collabing with dudes, especially producers, there's a lot more producers as guys. Like they think they also getting something out of it. When I'm like, it's business, love. Like I do not need to be your best friend after this. I also don't need to do nothing. Like there could be other people that do something for you.
Right.
So I was like, boundaries is definitely something I always like to express. But I do love if collaboration in a sense of like community work. I've done a lot of community work in Seattle for a bit. But overall, I'm saying as of now,
Hey, feel free to touch on that a tiny bit more, because it was last season or last year that we got to talk on it, but we did have we had two female guests on there, and we talked a little bit about how that experience can kind of be when you're coming up, especially, you know, variant on what aesthetics you present. Sometimes that's not even a variable, you know what I mean? But just the expectations of sometimes someone could be like, hey, come to the studio, but that could not always necessarily mean what it sounds like it means. So you could tap in and touch on that a little bit too, to shed some light for those who don't know.
Yeah.
A voice that's a voiceless voice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would say like I went to music school for the time I did, even in like protected like environments like that. You know, you have people that have their own ego, their own will involved. So as I would say, I think this with all people, but as speaking from my perspective as a woman, a femme woman, that like you can be projected upon and also be coaxed into it. I have friends that we're told come to the studio, but like you need to be cool with this, and I like talking to them like, yo, that's illegal. You don't need to be okay with that. Like
right.
That's not the norm. But I'm going to school in the fall for audio engineering, so that's kind of been my way to like protect and like reclaim a lot of my artistry, because I've worked with producers where they're like, oh, I can do this and that, and I'm like working on it, and I'm like telling them like, hey, yo, I'm not trying to diss your craft, but like this mix is trash, and then like they want to catch an attitude with me, and I'm like, I'm not even calling you out your name, like this is not disrespect, like I'm trying to talk to you like as an artist, and as like I have an ear as well, like I study this as well, and to kind of remove that ego, and we all have it. Like I really try and tell the people that I work with, like, yo, if I'm out of line, if I'm out of whack, tell me. Not with love. Like if you talk crazy to me, it's gonna take me a minute to digest that. But
still probably digest it though. But yeah, it's gonna take.
Yeah, I mean, like I really want to walk with like humility at all costs. Like I don't ever want to get into this mindset of I'm so big, I'm all that, or I got this going, and like not be able to hear. Listening is very important to me, and also respecting other individuals. So that's something that I have definitely had to fight, not only just with like guys my age, but like even teachers, and not even just men, like women. Like competition is real between women. And to kind of counter that, and also coming from like a background where, you know, I had to hustle for a bit and see some things and see people that had real talent and they not here no more. And get to see other people, not to shade them, but like they ain't got it like that, but they got it like that. Right. I just learned how to like try and keep peace and and not be an opportunist. Like that's when I go back to Seattle's interesting. Like it's interesting because there's a lot of opportunism out here and not a lot of like, yo, I actually like connect with you. So that's why I guess I'm a little weary on collaboration, because
that's real. I appreciate you shining the light on that experience, because you're not alone in that, you know, from male and female perspectives too.
Yeah.
And I caught on to it both times. Even when you said and you threw that interest in, you definitely speak with your mannerisms too. Them pearly whites is out. We know something's going on.
So speaking of shining the light, it's time for show and tell. Shining the light, show and tell. All right, DijahSB has a big show coming up in just a couple of weeks here. School night.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. It's my first time performing in LA, so that's gonna be big.
Oh, that's major.
Yeah, January 29th here.
It's the 29th. Oh, that might be too short notice. I was gonna say I might catch a little flight to pull up on you.
No, mine is on the 5th of February.
Oh, okay. Then
more
this is a
seconds.
different one. Okay, my bad. All right. Well, the 5th of February then. Okay. And then where's the venue? What's the details since I don't have the
I believe it's in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
As most venues are. If they ever try to book you in South Central or something, Deej, I'm gonna tell you.
The venue is called Bardot.
Bardot?
Yeah. And it's in Hollywood.
Okay. There it is, man. February 5th.
And you see that hoodie that ID wearing? I love that hoodie, me personally, but don't wear nothing like that. There, okay?
No, definitely not.
Don't wear nothing like that.
Definitely not.
I love that personally. Me personally, I love that. But you want
it ain't like the onesie the other day, but anyway.
Now I'm all day in the hallway.
Sorry, Patron has a big
the normal onesie. That's great.
No, they're pants. Yeah,
this weekend, man. It's 27th. That's Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Like Saturday
battling around 6:30. I'm battling a female for the first time as well.
Furious Styles.
Shout out to Furious Styles. She's from Seattle too. So
yeah. All right. We got Mr. Biscuit on there. Stewie Newton. Mike Phenom.
Don't hold no punches, Patron. I want you to get off on this lady.
For sure. See, in this sport, that's the ultimate respect is to actually go.
I'm about to be back there like,
Let's go. Let's go.
And here at the radio station, we are doing a museum all next month. It's the Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum at the Columbia City Theater. Every day, 1st to the 29th. At 4916 Rainier Avenue South. That's the Columbia City Theater. Open daily 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lots of exhibits in order for this year. Let's see, we got the Seattle Black Panther Party. We got Rainier Cinema Black movie posters. The Hartsfield Family Quilt Collection. The Seattle Steelheads. NAACP. Zell's Famous Chicken. Nasty Mix Records. South Seattle Emerald, Mohai, Total Experience Gospel Choir, a lot of stuff, man, going on every day, February 1st through the 29th. You can go cop your tickets right now. I think it's calltoconscience.org. So there you go for those. And to wrap up show and tell, we have a song debut right now. We were supposed to have a special guest, but we'll just go without that. Red Shirt Mike up there in Van City has a new joint called The Moon, which will be officially dropping Friday. So this is a world premiere featuring Swamp Tiger.
Shout out to Swamp Tiger, man, battle rapper as well. He's battling Saturday as well. He's part of Team Slick Talk.
Slick Talk. All right, well, check this one out. Brand new world premiere, Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, Red Shirt Mike, The Moon.
It's dark out, getting late, it really doesn't matter. Gray eve, bit of rain, I can feel the splatter. On my skin, water falling on my face, dog drip so refreshing, it makes all money take pause. Used to believe knowing the truth was winning. Now I know victory is the new beginnings. And that's a phrase I haven't said before, but the rain is me thinking in metaphors. So check the score, forgive others and bless the poor. Live like you were the savior that you're repping for. I'm not trying to judge you, just make my first instincts. We all want to win the rat race, but this shit stinks. So embrace kindness when you see me in the physical. Remember that empathy is critical. Thinking that I walk, this moment's nothing pivotal. Just things to remind myself in intervals.
Another beginning's in. Pick it up and start again.
I tried, thinking never see my hope gave up. Still walking, stopping by the bodega. Even when I'm mad, cause clients won't pay up. I gotta focus so red like I got rosacea. Grown on lots, seen corruption rooting others' minds. Now I've got a troubled soul for these troubled times. Losing control as I get older, but I still feel the weight all upon my shoulders. Miss my innocence, in a sense, life has left me in suspense. Doing this shit, I'm not prouder to get the rent. I've sinned before and I will sin again, but I'll also sing a song for every single friend. Show love to those whose memories still haunt you. You don't know the struggles they have gone through. We can all be better, and I know you want to, but for now, walk's over. Gotta dip, fondue.
Tide gon' rise and descend. Every new beginning is another beginning's end. Pick it up and start again. I got no direction. I'm just here surviving. Haunted by recollections. Only pain on the horizon. Said I live for the moments of relief. Between pain and grief, it can't rain every day. Soon them clouds will recede. May the wind be at your back, the sunshine on your cheek. Try to live for love and know that nothing's guaranteed. Hey, hey, I'm gonna wax and wane. Tide gon' rise and descend. Every new beginning is another beginning's end. Pick it up and start again.
What's up? This is your boy Scam Likely with Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, the Juice Pack with D Money, Pint Size Patron.
Hey, bro, want you to know as an avid
Northwest Weirdos. KOE.
Join Cascade PBS at the Explore the Outdoors Family Fair, a free community event showcasing ways BIPOC communities can experience nature and enjoy outdoor recreation. There will be games, treats, workshops, and activities for people of all ages. Meet local organizations and advocates and hear from hosts Allison Mariella Desir and some of the guests featured in her show Out and Back with Allison Mariella Desir. The event starts at 1 p.m. on January 27th at Washington Hall. Visit crosscut.com/events to RSVP for free.
Women are not an homogenous group. We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
And welcome to our live studio audience for another exciting edition of And here we go with round one.
COVID vaccine is free and easy to get. You don't need insurance or an appointment to get your vaccine. Vaccines are available at many locations near you.
And now we're going to double the value.
The COVID-19 vaccine is always free of cost. You can visit pharmacies, community health centers, and other health providers in your neighborhood.
And now for the lightning round.
The Delta variant of COVID is a mutation that has health experts worried because it's twice as contagious.
Then for our finale.
The best way to protect yourself from the COVID Delta variant is to get fully vaccinated. Get your vaccine today.
Find out more at kingcounty.gov/vaccine.
What's up? It's your girl T Money, and I'm taking over Fresh Juice right now on Rainier Avenue Radio. Shout out the Juice Pack, but they gone now. It's all me. But D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo held it down. But your girl Taylor Hart's taking over now.
You can look, but don't touch though. You can smell, but don't pick me up. Leave me where I am. Just leave me where I am. Why you can't just leave me as I am though? You know I'm a handful, you can't can't maintain. You only want me just to leave me on the pain. You only know to give me water when it rains. This is just a phase, this is entertainment. I could go wherever, I be breaking through the pavement. You really think when you took me that you saved me? That's crazy, this ain't where I'm supposed to be. But you took me from my spot to be close to me. And as much as I love the attention, there has been a lot of sun that I'm missing. Let's not mention, I can't grow where you at. The seeds don't sow where you at. You don't got the space, and I'm on a tight deadline. When you go to my garden, here's the rules next time. You can look, but don't touch though. Don't touch though. Don't touch though. You can smell, but don't pick me up. Don't pick me up. Leave me where I am. Just 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 leave me where I am. Started from the ground, now I'm here. I'm so high up, there's no difference from a boo in a chair. It's rare, a lot of people don't think I'm aware, but I can feel, I can see and hear. So be careful with me, like Cardi said. Don't fight to have me here just to box me in. And a lot of people want me cause they saw me trend. Gotta take care of me and they hardly can. So unless you are ready to assist my growth, don't pick me, bro, do this thing alone. Some of us need help or we'll quickly fold. And I get that, you don't got the right requirements and get back. Homie, setback, getting up quick like a got a jetpack, universe respects that. Leave me where I'm at cause I'm fine. When you go to my garden, here's the rules next time. You can look, hey, but don't touch though. But don't touch though. Don't touch though. You can smell, you can smell. But don't pick me up. But don't pick me up. Leave me where I am. Just 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 leave me where I am. Let's go. You can look, but don't touch though. But don't touch though. Don't touch though. You can smell. You can smell, but don't pick me up. Don't pick me up. Leave me where I am. Just 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 leave me.
Don't touch.
I love that concept.
Production by Cheap Limousine off the Flower That Knew. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, DijahSB.
Appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Hit maker, yo.
That producer's name, by the way, Cheap Limousine. Those are two things that don't go together. I'm thinking,
that's why the got one.
you just got to know a guy, D Money. That's right.
There'd be a cheap limousine.
Yeah.
I like the visuals of that, by the way, too. Like you know those cutouts, and you got different things that you put down flower, and then of course you had some other ones. What were some of the other ones that you did for your the promo videos for this for the project?
Well, I just figured that like full music videos, I feel like are at my level at least is a little bit of a waste of money. I feel like
I've had this discussion before.
Yeah, the shorter, more so I'd rather make 3 30-second videos than make one full video and be able to kind of spread it across each social media platform in that way to keep people captivated, keep people engaged. So that was really my mind state when I made those videos.
Yeah, that's hard.
You both kind of started late when it comes to making music.
Sorry, say that again?
I said you both kind of started late when it came to making music. I think you guys both hinted at that.
Yeah, I started when I was like 16, and I'm like 30 now.
Oh, that's early on. I wouldn't say that's late. What about you, Kat? How old were you when you first was recording your own music? Because I know you had experience in the choirs and things like that. Was it when you got to college?
Yeah, I'd say my own music. I dropped my first song when I was 18, but I'm 26 now, so yeah.
Okay, never mind. That's actually young. That's fairly young.
Right.
I mean, that's one thing that it comes and goes in the music game. I feel like to be able to be seasoned, to still be booked for interviews, shows, and releasing music, the longer that you're doing it for, it's cool to let it be known that no, you survived some waves, because I'm sure there's some people who released their first song that same year that you released your first song. Man, a lot of them probably ain't around no more. I know that's true for me. First time I dropped, there's a whole bunch of people who was, oh, he's dope, or she's fire, or oh my God. Yeah, they now work regular job. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Mambo,
man. We know that Kat Stokes can get down, but how about we see her get down live? man. A
Let's
live
get it.
performance.
Fresh Juice exclusive.
Hey, and you guys gotta pay us if you do it, but this would be a fire collab. I'm just saying, DJSB, Kat Stokes. I'm just saying.
Okay.
When I saw Deja's work on Instagram for real, I was like, what? I'm being on the show with this person. I was like, that's cool.
Stop.
I like the Velma bar, like live in my head rent free. Just know that. I was like, what? Yeah. So
And I'm just saying, I guess I'll donate a verse to the cause or whatever.
I appreciate that. I'm always down to connect.
You know what I'd like to, man? She's probably one of the most. I can't think of another performer that has actually grabbed the mic off the stand. Like all of our live performers, they've kept it on there. That's dope that you actually grabbed it like that. That's dope.
It's instinct. That's the jazz.
The details. Don't break it now. Don't break it now. Look.
Getting comfortable.
Do you want to introduce this track?
Sure. Yeah. By My Side is written in a season kind of where I had a lot of doubt, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, and it is a prayer.
That's what's up. Let's do this. It's all you.
Listen. By my side, can you walk with me in the night? Shine your light on me, be my guide. Don't you hide from me. Order my steps, help me with this unbelief. By my side, can you walk with me in the night? Shine your light on me, be my guide. Don't you hide from me. Order my steps, help me with this unbelief. I said pick up, hold up, watch out, pray. When Polly cut me, no, I was never the same. Forfeit all these memories, just throw 'em down the drain. Ain't no shame in me, for I'm married to the king. Said pick up, hold up, watch out, pray. Pick up, pull up, watch out, pray. Pick up, pull up, watch out, pray. Be my guide, be my guide. They say it's blood on the leaves, now it's blood on the streets, blood on the streets. Now I cannot believe, cannot unsee what I thought it would be, but I gotta believe my God is calling and falling for me, Open up your windows, let your goodness fall on me. Surely goodness and mercy shall always follow me. It's your tender love that's gonna make these blind eyes see. My Jesus is my one and only. So I need you to stick right beside. In the night, shine your light on me, be my guide. Don't you hide from me. Order my steps, help me with this unbelief. By my side, can you walk with me in the night? Shine your light on me, be my guide. Don't you hide from me. Order my steps, help me with this unbelief. I said, bigger, pull up, watch out, pray. I said, bigger, pull up, watch out, pray. Pick up, pull up, watch out, pray. I said he started from the top, bottom, and now we are here. I said he started from the top, came to the bottom, and now we see clear. I said he started from the top, came to the bottom, and now we are here. I said he started from the top, came to the bottom, and now we see clear. Yeah.
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 Kat Stokes. Smoke that, man. Performance, you just so comfortable, man. I get how you said you travel so much.
Can you give us the name of that record one more time? The name of that record where people can find it if they can find it.
Yeah, By My Side. It's on YouTube and SoundCloud right now because I'm just a bit of a perfectionist. So these are kind of demo tracks, to be real with you. That's why I was kind of shocked when you reached out to me. I was like,
What's dope?
So yeah, yeah, SoundCloud and YouTube right now, they will be probably remixed and remastered soon, and added just a little more flair to it for the main releases. But yeah, YouTube and SoundCloud for the free. Also, I think music should be digested for the free. So yeah.
Off the project Light Rider.
Yeah.
The graphics is A1, and I'm glad that people got to hear your story and hear all them Boondock references. So now when they see them graphics, it's gonna hit a little different. They're gonna be like, "Oh, that's the homegirl. Oh, that's my sis in there. What? Oh, you know,
that's the goal. That's the goal.
97. Yeah. All right, we about to do something, man. I don't think we've done for the past couple of weeks, man. I'm excited to do it though, man. It's time to do an ID the question.
What's the question?
What it is?
This one's kind of different.
Uh-oh.
I basically just want to see like what you see. I wrote down, I said, what change do you currently see hip hop making in the world that needs to be talked about more?
Okay.
Because we do so much work, man. We do so many current events, like charity events, kids football events. We'll perform at a piano bar. Like, we do so much just to get our words heard.
True.
And I don't know if we're shaking the tree enough, or if we're not talking about it enough, or if we're not going the right route about this. But the ABC XYZ community can do a lot of work, and I feel like if they can do the kind of work they can do and get themselves heard, we can do the same thing as a community as well.
I saw Dijah was about to answer. Let's get.
No, my bad. My bad.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like now it's easier than ever to kind of like amplify specific voices. Like, I feel like you can't be defeated, especially when it feels like nobody's talking about something. I feel like a lot of people put too much energy into like complaining about people not talking about something when they should just be talking about it themselves. So I think the best thing you can do is just use your platform in a way to kind of uplift the artists, especially the hip hop artists that you feel are like applicable to whatever change that you're trying to make, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have to turn that one into a clip for sure.
That was
What about you, Kat?
The question is what changes?
What changes do you currently see that are being done within the hip hop community? That, let me reread it. I'm just gonna reread it. I said, what change do you currently see hip hop making in the world that needs to be talked about more? Like, what things are we doing to change the world to make it a better place? That needs to be exalted, that needs to be spotlit.
You make it so it's like if hip hop was like a presidency, you said like climate change or border control. Like what would be like the campaign built on?
Like for me, I'll give you an example. For me, I think that the change that we are making in a positive direction is making more programs in school that are music related. We didn't have that a lot back when I was a kid, and if we had more than just choir and band, it would be a lot helpful if we had more writing classes and hip hop related educational classes. Like KRS-One is a huge influence of mine, and I watch his YouTube channel all the time. But no, I'm just trying to think about the kids and the community and people that we're really trying to reach out to and talk about. And DJ, you're absolutely right. And I have my own YouTube channel, and I call it Cultural Competence Therapy, and I'm definitely doing my position of work. But I definitely understand what you're saying, and each one teach one. I'm just gonna keep talking about it until I shake the tree long enough. You feel me?
Yeah. I guess my biggest focus is I've seen the kind of like you said, bringing more avenues to create hip hop in institutions like schools. There's like I don't know if this is the word, but more of a legitimization. That's not a word.
I'll take it. Legitimization. I got you, fam. I got you. Hashtag real friends. Hashtag real friends. We good. We're good.
Like I really like the hip hop's always had an independent message. I mean, it's been a movement, but I think the voices that have struck out most to us have been kind of an independent thing. And like shout out, like going back to Nipsey Hussle, I think sadly his death was kind of a pinnacle for a lot of people to like start treating their artistry, rather their rap, like their hip hop, as a business, as a movement, rather than like, I'm trying to get signed, I'm trying to get this label, I'm trying to get this look. Yeah, we can see that in mainstream that's still going on, but the most impact, I think, is understanding that you are a movement, you are not just a brand, but the lifestyle, the mentality, and also operating in a legitimate space, quote unquote, where you can pass down generational wealth. Like I think like a lot of hip hop is shedding light on that right now, because I always like to share to people, like one of the highest paid demographics in the world is the like Black male athlete. And it's sad to see the disparity in our community. And I can only speak from an American standpoint. But it's not taught in our schools how like Black kids can steward wealth, how we invest, how hip hop is poetry and intellectual like gold, I would say, and how we flip up the English language, how it's birthed from such a painful place, and it does bring positivity. So I really like, even if like, do I agree with some of the stuff that people always say? No, I'm like, why you gotta call that woman that name? You know, but
I was gonna say, don't come to my battle, man.
but it's space for that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't bother everybody. Yeah, you know, like I don't have problems with it. I'm just saying, like, I really like the intellectual. It's always been intellectual, but I think there's more of a respect for it now. Like, there's the diversity, and I especially think the internet, the fact that like I can talk to an artist tonight all the way in Toronto, like we're seeing each other. So yeah, I would definitely say just the tangibility of hip hop and how it's becoming more of a legit place where it's like, nah, like this is a career, this is a movement.
That's real. I think and I've seen nuances of it, but I think the focus of hip hop is gonna be health. You know, I even see like Styles going into having the juices, his juicing company, and even back to like Wiz Khalifa just saying we're done with swishers. Even though I can't put them down, but it's still
right.
I think the goal is to go towards that and creating something that's gonna bring life instead of take it.
Yeah.
Kevin Gates released an interview that he had this morning. It was like an hour long. I only watched a little bit of it, but he basically said that like health is the biggest thing about him in hip hop, and like he wanted to stop wearing jewelry because he is the jewelry.
Yeah, and I think ego and pride and stuff like that will play a part, but I think as an overall, if we tackle it, it's undeniable. I feel like it even comes down to the food we put in our body that give us that kind of mindset, that kind of attitude. So it's all going to revolve around each other. That's why I promote that never green. It's like sometimes you just got to identify the negative and exit out. So it's like evergreen, but what about the never green? You know what I mean?
Yes, man. We got 3 minutes left in the show. I do want to point out that legitimization actually is a word. Just wanted to ever go.
It felt like one for sure.
So we ain't creating stuff right there. But anyway,
and in hip hop, that's all about creating new terminology anyway.
That just added a little flavor to it. Legitimization. You know what I mean?
On it.
So you can do legitimization, but legitimization. Make sure
you can't really be wrong.
Mization got to be legit. All right, you're.
All right, so we only have a couple of minutes left here, so we're going to give both of y'all the opportunity to first off propose a possible guest for us to have in the future. Someone you've worked with, think would be a great fit for us to talk with here on Fresh Juice. Why don't you go first, Dijah?
Man, off the top of my head, I can't.
You said the name earlier.
Any it could be your producer, your engineer, an artist you featured with, anyone that you could DM and be like, yo, these cats in Seattle, they got a pretty cool experience. You should go experience it.
Well, who I was talking about before, his name is Cardinal.
Don't cut her off, let her rock.
Cardinal?
Yeah.
Have you worked with Cardinal?
I haven't worked with him, no, but
that'd be amazing if you could.
He was asking me who I was talking about.
Talking about earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely probably the guy who produced How Are You? His name's Harrison. So he would be dope to have on.
Harrison. Okay. And who you got for us, Kat?
I don't know if you've had you got Don Gray, one of my homies, but one of his good they do a lot of songs together. I like Rel Be Free, one of my good friends, homies out here.
Rel Be Free, yeah.
Yeah, or this New York based artist, Jordan Cox. She's dope. I think you should definitely check her out. She spits
Get us
like
both the DMs. Get us in the DMs. Tap us in.
I gotcha. Yeah.
All right. And then final words. Both of y'all have the opportunity to say whatever you want to say. No limits except for time. All right. You go first, Deja. What do you got? Final words.
I just appreciate y'all for having me, and just to literally just check out my last album that just came out, and honestly my entire discography is fire too. So if you want to listen to some good music, then you could just take a
appreciate
stroll
you
through
staying
it.
out.
Yeah, for
Appreciate
sure.
I'm gonna tap in with you. I actually just got a beat a couple days ago that I need something for. I'm gonna shoot you something.
All right, send them.
Final words, Kat Stokes.
I appreciate y'all running this amazing show. Thank you for having me, and I'm grateful. More to come soon. So just stay tuned. You can follow me on Instagram, acrylic with a K, period, cat with another K. So thank y'all.
Yeah. How do the homies feel about you having all them K's in there? Back in LA.
We going there.
Childish. They love me, okay? They love me.
Hey, I heard they told you
love me. I'm loved. I'm loved with the people I know in LA. I'm loved, so I take it.
Next week on Fresh Juice, we got Be Active on the show. Man, he not only is he an MC, but also a podcast host. He hosts Loving Lacey. So we'll have him on the program, and then Concept from Queens will be joining us live as well, man. So there you go. 31st, 9 p.m. It'll be 691 for us. Follow us on all of our platforms. Of course, there is Facebook, facebook.com/group/freshjuicemedia, IG and X and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media, and of course YouTube. Follow us there, man. Subscribe, like, ring the bell, all that. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Just put that up in your browser. You don't even have to do the search engine. It'll take you right to our page, and you go subscribe. Live shows every week, but you don't even have to watch them live. You can watch them whenever you want. And we drop clips every day, so shorter things. So for shorter attention spans as well, man. So subscribe, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. A portion of tonight's interview will be aired on DJ Defcon's Thursday night program, The Re-Up. So tomorrow night from 8 to 10 p.m. on KSVR up in the north end of the state. And yeah, tonight we have some delicious raspberry tea from Gold Peak.
Sir.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in to an edition of Fresh Juice. Peace and bless y'all. See you next week.
Juice up.